You know what time it is? It's time for another story here on Storytime on the Back Porch. I'm Lisa with Lilly Belle and Lyla. And our story today, it's about underpants. Oh, yes. I made these ants some underpants. Written by Derick Wilder, and the pictures are drawn by K-Fai Steele. Let's find out all about these underpants. My mom brought home a gift for me. I bounded down the stairs, then opened up the box and found new underpants, 6 pairs.
Thanks, Mom. But what about my friends? I bet they'd love some too.
Well, dear, I don't think those will fit. I knew just what to do. I gathered up my art supplies and did some calculations, then cut and colored, trimmed and taped to craft my cool creations. I made the first pair for my sis and hung them on her door, then sat back down and got to work. I had to make some more. I made some for a line of ants. They stuffed them in their nest. I made some for a pirate, but he hid them in his chest. I made some for an octopus. He had 6 legs too many. I made some for a snake, although she had no legs, not any. I made some for a tortoise, and she ran away real slow. I made some for a bobblehead, but he kept saying, "No." I made some for a piggy bank. He traded them for money. I made some for a clownfish, but she didn't find them funny. I made some for a race car, and it took off in high gear. I made some for a wizard, but he made them disappear. I made some for a boomerang. It took them, then returned them. I made some for a dragon, but she sneezed and burned them. I made some for a robot, but he put them on his head. I made some for a monster, but she hid beneath my bed. I made some for a giant, but they barely even fit him. I made some for a lumberjack. He swung his axe and split them. I made some for an astronaut. She blasted into space. I made some for a skeleton. His jaw dropped off his face. I made some for a cowboy, but he tried to rope and ride them. I made some for a zombie, but her legs came off inside them. I thought my friends would like their gifts. They didn't seem to care. So, if underpants are optional, then I don't need a pair. What did you think about that? Do you need underpants, girls? What a funny story. I made these ants some underpants. Thank you so much for joining us today on Storytime on the Back Porch. We always have read aloud stories for you anytime. Don't forget to subscribe.